Hey, Google people. Hey, guys. I'm Chase Bryant. I live in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm an 11th grade student, and I love architecture. My guess is you're going to get a lot of submissions like this, but I'm going to make mine a little bit more special than everybody else's. So, let me tell you how I got involved in this. Well, of course, it all started with my English teacher, Miss Rogers. See, this is going to be Miss Rogers right here. Hi, Miss Rogers. How you doing? Hi, Chase. How you doing? Well, Miss Rogers is my English teacher, and so I walk into class one day, and so she's apparently got this handout saying we're all going to be submitting to something called Google Science Fair. All right, students, you're going to be submitting to Google Science Fair. Just don't pay attention to my mouth moving. This is my teacher. So our whole class is like, ugh. But turns out there's a lot of cool stuff that's involved in this, and well, I can tell you, once we found out there were cool prizes included, we were just all like, oh, hey guys, you back. So, without further ado, here's my project. So, alright guys, like I said before, my project was based on architecture. And it was simply testing the strengths of different foundations and buildings, and the three materials I used to determine these were steel, cinder blocks, and wood. Now, the way I did this was I tested them in the most extreme conditions. Like I said before, you had fires, you have earthquakes, extreme winds like tornadoes and hurricanes, and floods. And so to test all these things, I used ladders, leaf blowers, gallons of water, matches, and gasoline, and it just kind of simulated all these extreme conditions. But my hypothesis was that steel would be the strongest, cinder block would be the second, and timber would be the last. But steel was the most damaging to the environment. It was the most expensive, so it was the least cost effective. The cinder block would be in the middle because it lightly damages the environment. And timber would be the last, but most least cost effective, simply because how readily available it is in the environment. It's easy to find, and it's pretty cheap to get. So basically my conclusion was that steel lasted the longest, cinder block was the second, and just the timber's not cutting it anymore. It's basically completely outdated. It's probably good for birdhouses, and in my opinion, you could use cement for that, and they'll last a lot longer. But what I'm come to find out is that if you use cement and steel together and mix them together in a combination of concrete and steel girders, that's actually the most cost effective, because you're getting two of the materials that would most likely be expensive by themselves and mixing them together, and you're also getting the strength of both materials. And so overall, it would most likely be the strongest out of all four, but I wasn't able to test that because I don't exactly have a cement mixer, and I don't have just steel girders readily available at my house. So that's my project, guys, and Google, keep doing what you're doing. I love your search engine, and Legos, you're never too old for Legos. So Chase Bryant signing off.
Shoop shoop dooby doo bop ba boo 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 bop shoobity bee bop bop bee ba bop ba boo boo shoobity bee bop bop ba boo ba bop 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 boop shooby dooby dooby doo bop shooby doo ba bop shooby doo bop ba bop shooby doo bop ba 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 bop shooby doo bop ba bop ba bop ba ba bop 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 bop.